Hey guys, it's AwakenedVoidX, and today I'm going to be showing you my Haunted City Lego build. The idea for this build was a little bit different than what I usually do. In this case, the idea was to actually build a long street with multiple buildings. So not a lot of these buildings are like centered around the totem, but are just a part of this long road that I built. Anyway, I'm gonna be showing you my Haunted City build. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get to it as Raven ominously walks in the background. So the village is basically broken up into 3 sections. There's the Nightmare Before Halloween section, there's the Haunted House Lego Pass section, and up the street this way is where me and my friends did a Haunted Mansion custom build competition. So I've already shown off those builds in another video, link in the description if you want to check that out. But for this video, we'll show that off last. But yeah, we're gonna start on the Nightmare Before Christmas section right here. So I did end up buying the Halloweentown Hall Lego set. Actually I built it on a cave, which I think actually looked pretty cool. Yeah, this area over here gets kind of buggy. Here's the fountain from the movie. I actually put these green plates kind of around it as much as I could. Kind of looked like the green water. Let's start at the Halloweentown Hall. It gets super laggy over here. It got really bad building this thing. Yeah, here's the inside. We got chairs in here. We got this fireplace that came with the build. We have lights around this area. Also, I just realized that I need to turn the HUD scale down. Now you should be able to see more. My bad. But yeah, here's the Halloweentown Hall. I kind of decorated everything in here with the parts that it gave me. Pretty cool building. Out here, this is custom, this balcony right here. I wanted to kind of hang over the cave. But yeah, honestly, a really cool building, especially with all the a lot of angled pieces, as you can kind of see. It was very interesting to build with. So we have some stairs coming down here. It gets super laggy over here. It's terrible. But here's the cave. I was thinking about maybe building something inside the cave, but I didn't end up getting to that. And what's down this way? Just kidding, no one's really scared of that. All right, we got some more decorations around this cave. Here's a little pumpkin patch. And then this building right here is a custom piece I made with the Nightmare Before Christmas pieces. Kind of like the buildings that are in the style of the movie, you know? They look kind of like not straight and centered most of the time. So, geez, it is so laggy over here. But the idea was to just put the fast travel bus station here on the inside. And so, yeah, pretty simple build. I didn't go too heavy on some of the details inside these builds, really, because the more color you have, the faster you'll end up hitting that build limit. So nice. We're getting a view of it at night. Oh, look at the moon coming out. This is so perfect looking. No cap on a flat stack. Yeah, I think I lit the area up pretty well. In fact, let me take off this charm. Pretty decent. Obviously the charm helps with lighting up the area, but even without it, I think this place looks pretty cool. The inspiration for this building straight ahead was kind of like Finkelstein's laboratory, who's a character from the movie. The building of this building right here did not go well though. I'll get into that in a little bit, but I mainly try to use Nightmare Before Christmas pieces for this area. Cool candles right here. Here's a little something in the middle. I always try and fill up the space with what I can, so it's not too empty. But here's a little pumpkin shrine. Here's another little build I made with the Nightmare Before Christmas pieces. And yeah, it looks like we just have a tub in here. Again, I didn't really want to fill up some of these buildings too much. Yeah, so that's that building. Then yeah, we have this pumpkin shrine here. Pretty cool. Kind of like wraps up this whole village square. And then this building is the one I had a terrible time building, and I didn't complete the inside because of how much of a problem this was. Has this ever happened to anyone else? When the game first came out, I remember building in high complexity areas, and the angle at which you would put certain pieces at would be correct, but somehow the pieces would like get off. Like they wouldn't exactly be like at like a 90-degree angle. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? That's what basically happened to me when I was building this. And so like some pieces that should fit right next to each other wouldn't. And so I had to try and work around that, and I just got sick of this building, and I just ended up finishing it. But like there's lots of holes in the roof, and yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But so this building was kind of a bust, but I just wanted to at least add another building over here. I tried to recreate the Halloweentown square that's kind of in the movie. The most memorable part of that is this sort of green fountain, and then obviously the Halloweentown hall right here. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, I just wanted to fill in the rest of the square with some buildings on the outside. We have a gate right here that kind of leads to the outside, but we have nothing out here. Let's see if I can fast travel really quick and get a view overhead. All right, here's our overview. Everything's still kind of loading in. I think I did a pretty good job. So this was the first section of the long street idea that I had. The second part of the street is actually where the village totem is. I think it looks pretty good. This is a random structure I built around the village totem. Obviously you have like the pumpkin banners, and you have some of the pieces from the Lego pass, as well as just decorations around the totem pole. I think it looks really good, but most notably, man, I love this tree right here, and just I tried to build around it with some of these pieces. We have some clutter over here, pumpkin carts, obviously, as this whole kind of theme is pumpkins. The goal was to make this build before Halloween, which we did end up doing. I just didn't have time to make this video around then, and so we're making it now. I know it's December. Better late than never, you know? But yeah, so this section of the town is based around the haunted house Lego pre-builds. So as we were progressing through the Lego pass, we would add these pre-builds, and then my friends would help build these pre-builds that I would lay down. So this one is the first one we got. So we have a bunch of our chests and stations in this building, but we really didn't decorate. We just have all this stuff kind of packed in here along with all the villagers. So, and then the same with this building. This was like one of the last ones we got. And then over here is another pre-build that kind of acts as like a four-way street between everything. So this way would lead towards the haunted custom houses that we built. This way doesn't really lead to anything. This leads back over here, and then this leads to the pumpkin patch. Yeah, the pumpkin patch actually ended up looking way better than I thought it would. We just littered the place with pumpkins. I don't know why there's some raspberries here, but I guess we'll just leave them for now. Bunch of pumpkins. Here's a random like creepy llama statue. Looks pretty cool. We have a gate on this side. Obviously just a lot of pumpkin clutter. As like much as we could kind of scatter around. And then we have this beautiful tree right here, which just makes the pumpkin patch look quite amazing. Tried to light up the place pretty well. I like these little tombstone pieces and these statues that were in the Halloweentown hall set. I think they add a lot of aura, as the kids would say. And yeah, here's the rest of the tree. And yeah, so that's the pumpkin patch. I think it looks pretty cool. And then obviously the backgrounds of the haunted houses look sick. I love the green windows. And then we have a gate right here as well. And yeah, so that's kind of this middle area. We kind of decorated, I kind of put some chairs around here, but didn't add too much to this area. And then the last haunted house building was this one. We didn't decorate this one either, but here's a look at the inside. This one's pretty tall. All right, so that's the haunted house pre-builds, kind of all in one area with that custom pumpkin patch on the side. So we had the Halloweentown section over there, the haunted house section right here, and now we'll go to the third section, which is the custom haunted houses that me and my friends made up here. Here we have like an eerie log with some candles and some pumpkins in front of it. Pretty cool. Ooh, and there's something back there. There's something we actually made on the left over here as well. So here's a little, I guess like a little archway that kind of leads to it. The idea here was just to make a creepy like ritual looking area with these trees that are around this giant dead tree. Looks pretty creepy when you see all these like skulls and candles and like random trinkets and goblets. Let's head up the street. Here I just tried to basically do lots of random decorations alongside the path right here. Kind of just whatever would come to mind, I would just build it and see if it looked all right. And yeah, most of it looked all right. Here's a little area you could sit. Got a little bench right here, a little resting point. Here's another one of those llama ghost statues. And here's the entrance to the haunted houses that we made. So yeah, if you keep going up, more decorations along the side. I probably could have not put as many decorations alongside the road, but screw it. And then unfortunately right here is where we hit the build limit. I was gonna continue the street over here and have it come this way, but unfortunately we can't build right here. Nope, yeah, too many builds nearby. Try somewhere else. Sag. I was gonna put a ton of stuff in front of my build right here, like actual lights, so we didn't end up putting any lights right here. My build took an insane amount of pieces, so I guess it's kind of my fault. But yeah, so let's take a look at everyone's haunted houses. Long story short, I held a competition with my friends to see who could build the best haunted house before Halloween. And we did finish it before Halloween. Yes, the video on that came out quite a bit late, but we did do it. So if you want to check that out, I'll have that linked in the description. This was Niffybomb's build. He used a lot of the Lost Isles building parts. Niffybomb's build kind of gives me the like a haunted pirate ship kind of vibe with these Lost Isle parts, so I think that's pretty cool. He built this cool little area back here and had this cool roof right here, and then he had a room up going up this way, and he had some of these statues on the left and the right. And this is where he put his bed. This over here was Bonzermonster's build. You know, and a lot of these guys, they don't spend too much time on the game, but you know, they're still willing to make their own little custom house. So this was Bonzermonster's house. He used some of the free pieces, but then the coolest part is this. You go up the stairs and, oh no, a ghost. He set up a cool little trap right here. And then a little maze. Oh, but you can't get out of the maze. Oh, I gotta go this way. Oh, wait, what's happening? Oh, okay, we actually legitimately got stuck. All right, yeah, so he made a little trap door right here. Ah, and I can't believe that happened again. Okay, we made it up that time. He left this roof right here exposed so you can see the tree, which actually looks kind of neat. And then up here, he used some Star Wars parts actually. He has a tub, and he has a sofa, and some experimentation tables. All right, cool. And he's a little porch right here. So yeah, he did a great job with his build. Let's move on to Ferdy's. He made a Pumpkin Man inspired house, so a lot of pumpkin stuff with the free parts. He has some ghosts. There's the closet ghost. And then he has some stuff over here, including a coffin bed. Very simple, very nice. And oh yeah, that reminds me, he actually has actually something back here. Yeah, he has a creepy little basement down here with the potty, a tub, and a skeleton head throne. Pretty simple build, but you know, gets the point across as a haunted house. And then this is my build. Obviously, I play this game a bit more than the rest of these guys, so I went all out doing something custom here. But yeah, I think the best part about this build is the green windows, because what I actually did, if you notice, the green windows, they have this kind of green wall all around it, right? I didn't want the green wall to be seen, and so I ended up putting lots of small pieces around it to like hide the green wall. I used a lot of floor pieces and those new roof trim parts, as you can see, to hide the green. Like obviously you can still see it if you look up, but from far away, you really can't see the green wall anymore. I think I did a pretty good job with that. I just wanted there to be a gray and dark gray wall with this kind of bright green window. And I think it actually ended up looking really cool. And then I have this area go around this way over here. And yes, there is a hole on this side of the roof. We had a little accident. If you want to see what happened over here, I'll leave a link in the description to show that catastrophe, because my goodness, was it bad. Unfortunately, I can't replace these pieces because of the build limit, so we're gonna hope that the build limit gets upped eventually so that I can fill these holes. Okay, that sounded sus. I am so sorry. Anyways, over here, kind of put some stuff back here. I was thinking about having stairs go down this way, but yeah, I think I did a pretty good job with the wall and trying to add a lot of depth to like every surface for the most part. I tried to do something different on both sides. And then also I tried to use a lot of the Lego Pass premium parts for this build, and so there's a lot of stuff from the Lego Pass, some stuff from the Halloweentown haul build that I bought. All right, yeah, so this is the front. Let's head inside. And yeah, this is the inside. I wanted a big hall with lots of decorations. I tried to use a lot of the Shadow Countess parts that were in the Lego Premium Pass, which had a lot of these skull pieces, chandeliers, stuff like that. Here's a look up at the whole thing. I have these pillars holding the whole place up, which I think looks pretty cool. And yeah, let's head to this left room. We have a little kitchen area with a long table. I was kind of just going for a haunted house look that reminded me of like Dracula or the Addams Family. So yeah, we have a lot of the Shadow Countess parts. I can't tell you guys how expensive this build was. I had to make so much iron. All these pieces like required iron. Here's the hole caused by Niffybomb. The inside pieces still have the inside purple on it. I didn't try to cover them up, but I did think about it. If I tried to cover the inside up as well, I was just gonna hit the build limit a lot faster. Here's another section I tried to use some of the other kitchen parts over here. The highlight here is probably the table and the chandelier. On the right side is the study. We have our big bookshelves over here, along with our candles, skeleton heads. We have a little throne right here. And over here, we have a billiard table. We have a fireplace, as well as just a little more clutter around here. A few more tables and a few more benches. The red lights for these candles isn't my favorite, just for the style of the house. I think it looks pretty good. This is what it looks like with my illuminator on. Obviously, I think this light lights up everything a lot better. You can just see everything a lot more clearly. And then when I take it off, yeah. All right, let's head up the stairs now. Let's go left. We have some more bookshelves right here with the chandelier. This right here is the bathroom area. We have a little green tub in here. We have some lights I put up and just some more decorations. Toilet over here. Got some toilet paper. I think these toilet paper pieces right here are the only pieces I have that are not Halloween themed in this build. Everything else was. Here's another little corner over here. I made this kind of long bench, which took a lot of iron. All these shadowed countess pieces took so much iron, guys. It was a hassle. Here we have this little balcony out here. You can kind of look at the other haunted houses in the area. On with the tour. Here's another section. We have a chandelier coming from this little tower right here. And just a table with some bottles. I don't know what's in them. And yeah, here is the master bedroom. We have a lot of the shadowed countess sets right here, including the cabinet, the bed. You have this cool little bookshelf right here with the skull and the candle. Looks pretty cool. And I was gonna wall off this whole area, but I figured it's a lot cooler if you could just, you know, look down at the build right here. So we kept it open. Here is the last corner. We just have some bookshelves here. Maybe it's like a study, a desk, I don't know. And yeah, that's the entire upper floor. So now let's head down to the basement. There's a door on each side. So you can go that way or this way. If we go right, this is where the Niffybomb disaster happened. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you guys what happened right now.
What does this button do? Please, do not push the button. You have no idea what it...
Oh
my God. We're still here.
Okay, I didn't do that, by the way, so I don't know who shot me out, but
I did.
My face. And yeah, it's safe to say that I will never be putting a cannon inside any of my builds ever again. As long as Niffybomb's around, I can't do that. I just can't afford to. I had a bunch of the free parts over here from the Lego Pass. I was trying to make like a creepy laboratory looking area, like it looked like maybe someone was being tested on, and that's why I put the cannon right here to look like a victim was somehow tied up and maybe being like shot with this cannon, or just, you know, trying to make it somewhat creepy. And like here's their bed and they're haunted by ghosts, just kind of like a creepy laboratory area. But yeah, it's all basically gone now. Anyways, over here, I have a ghost painting, as well as some other paintings, which I guess are more pieces that aren't Halloween themed. I made a little pathway connecting this way with some dirty tubs, because why not? But yeah, this side connects to this crazy looking laboratory. I ended up using a lot of like the Frankie pieces that were in the premium Lego Pass for this area. Here, let me turn on my illuminator too. Man, the illuminator just lights everything up so well. This is a lot of the Frankie pieces. Just wanted to set up like a crazy scientist madman type of theme down here, where it looks like he's experimenting on someone in the basement. Maybe he watches right here, or maybe this is actually where the patient is tied up or something. I don't know. I have some coffins, some skeletons. I was thinking about maybe building something over here, but it was kind of out of time for the build, so I didn't. And yeah, so that is my build. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this build. I think I did a good job with the outside, adding a lot of depth to the outside walls, not making it look flat, you know. What I wanted to do was add these like 4 kind of pointy towers on each side, because I feel like a lot of old Gothic buildings kind of have that. Obviously, I can talk about this build quite a bit. For example, this floor right here is the 4x4 haunted house floor. The bigger pieces have gray in it or have holes in it. See that? So I used the 4x4 for this entire floor because of how smooth it looks. And it's just little details like that that made this build take an insane amount of pieces, as well as putting trim and floor pieces in front of each window to hide the green wall. It just took quite a bit of pieces, and so that's why I hit the build limit. Luckily, we were able to complete each haunted house without any problems. The only problems that happened came from showing Niffybomb my build. Oh, all right. So this was the custom haunted house section of the build that my friends helped work on. They did a good job with their houses and helped add to the build. Yeah, that's about the entire build. Like I said, I just had an idea to make a long street with different sections. So this area had the Nightmare Before Christmas section. This area had the haunted house pre-builds that were in the Lego Pass. We have a custom pumpkin patch here, which is pretty cool. We had this creepy ritual area on the left. We have a nice pathway going this way and leading all the way up to the custom haunted houses that we made. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention before, but this entire thing was done in survival mode. I did most of it. My friends helped me make these pre-builds that I would lay down. They would help put the pieces down, and they obviously made their own builds. I think this might be one of my better builds. I think it turned out pretty nice. What was your favorite part of the build? Leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.